Hi everyone. I hope you can hear me properly. Let me know. Great. Any question query you have about the previous part? Yeah. Good afternoon, all. Anyone? Okay. No problem is there. If you have a question, you can ping us on WhatsApp or ping me for any queries there. So today what we're gonna learn it's about the automation techniques, some of the tools that we will see to perform web attack and finding the loopholes. Of course, we have used Bob suit in different level, but I think not at the advanced level everybody has used Bob suit. So that we will see how to access and what are the options are available that we're gonna do. Apart from that, of course, yesterday we have seen WP scan tool. That is the WordPress tool was there. So did you have gone through with that particular tool? What are the options we have available in that part? Anyone? Previous version of Kali machine, we have the JEP proxy was there. It's a OAuth automation based website application. Is that which is vulnerable and find the loopholes and the all the URL directives that you can use. WP scan is dedicated to more only for the WordPress websites, like any website which is built on WordPress platform. So that can be scanned by the help of WP scan. Okay, so that is the one we have, and let's see the practical approach. Of course, Burp Suite is also there. That if you have the crack version, maybe you can use that option to work on it. Let me check the Oracle ParaTOS is there or not. Yeah, we have. So that we can use it. Okay, so that we're gonna use it. So in ParaTOS, OAuth is available. In Kali latest version we don't have. Okay. So it's starting. OAuth is a JEP proxy which we have. It's particularly you can say the tool which is provided by the OAuth organization. So even you can download this tool in your Windows also to automate the task and that thing. But the thing is that sometimes it give a concept if you know the term called false positive output. That means the thing seems to be vulnerable, but it is not a vulnerable. It just fake information or sometimes give. So the chances of success of this tool is not that much good comparing with the if we know about the Aquantics is there, and we have Qualys is there, we have Intruder. These are the paid tools we use in industry, and both all these are web vulnerability scanner tool. So with this kind of tools, the workload will become little easier when we are finding some website bugs or something like that. Okay, so that's the benefit we got it like from here. There you can see we have this called OAuth JAP. This is also available in Kali machine, but in the latest version they have removed this particular tool. Uh, that's why. So you can install it. Else you can download for Windows also. That's not a problem. You can go there, and here we have the Windows option is available. Also, you can go through to download the Mac supportable file is available. So any one tool you can only use it to scan and showcase. By default, still it is coming in PyTorch, so that's why I using this. So it's up to you, whichever the platform you are using, it doesn't matter. Only the thing is that we have to be expertise on this software tools to work out and reduce the task. See, if you are starting your bug bounty some website, and if we take some examples. Okay, so let's go any bug crowd, or I think hacker one. Let me log into any website or something like that. Okay, I don't know which is the account I have. Okay, no problem is that. Let's go to the hacker and directory option. Okay, so here we have multiple sites are available, correct? We can take any website from here, but see, generally these are the older website, like already they are listed, so we have to find like something updated, like this is a new updated. So the new which is updated, that we can take as a reference, or if we don't found, so we can go to another platform, because we have multiple options are available to take any website to perform a testing. So remember that if you are doing a testing, do little bit research about the rules and regulation that's we have to follow up. There you can see we have all these websites are available. Okay, like this other thing, so there we have to follow up with the, will filter out, and let's go with the filter by charity, a filter by end date, promoted date. You can see maximum, record, minimum. These are the a different filtration is available. If I type for latest, I think, I don't know they are latest or not, but uh, promoted date. So if we go with the promoted, I think we don't have any year, monthly, something like that. No. Okay, let's just simply search it. Okay, so here you can see we have multiple websites which are listed for the testing purpose. Okay, so anyone we can take it. Let's go with the fifth part. Any updated if you have found? No, anyone? There you can see wait listing. This is like something private program is also going on. That's why they are showing wait listing to enter as per your rank or point wise. Then you can go to get the part. Let's suppose if we go with this nextup.ai is a one domain. Now here you can see this is the market, and they are showing some of the options that how you can perform the integration part to perform attack. So focus area they are looking for cross instance data leakage or access. SSRF is there, which is goes to the code execution. Store or reflected accesses. Okay, this is the website also submitting reflected accesses. So this is good to start. Cross-site scripting is there, CSRF, SQL injection, XML, and IDOR is there. Okay, path traversal is also is there, so you can go through and check out it. Now I think this is the integration of Slack, AppDex, and then this other part is available. So this is the two website they have to perform the testing. Okay, and how you can sign up? This is the process they have followed. So you have to go through to follow these steps, and then you can log in. Then you can start performing the attack. Okay, so these are the options are available that they have to follow, but I think it's a software based integration. So let's go with some simple website first, so that it's easy to understand for everybody. Let's suppose we go with this one, Lucid Motors Vulnerability. So it's a website in scope. Yeah, there. So the website is, you can see it's built in JavaScript framework, Gatsby and React.js. Okay, so this is the website we have available. Now you have to find it's a automobile a website. They are, creating cars. So this is a domain we have got it. Okay, now second thing we have to see that we have to set the username on the burp suit whenever we are doing a testing on this kind of part. So we cannot directly go. We have to set the user agent on the website to perform the attack. And what are the focus area they are looking for? Cross-site scripting, mixed container script, authentication or flow, server-side code execution bug, buffer overflow. What are the out of scope? We don't have to bypass the firewall. Don't perform any phishing or engineering attack. Reflected access is not accepted. Email spoofing like PKM, these are the things they are not, accepting. Clickjacking, CSRF, which doesn't, impact their integrity, something like that they have. So you can see we not focus on this area. Even you can say brute force attack is also not allowed to bypass the, login page and that thing. So these are the things they are not accepting particularly. So we can, take as a simple domain to perform the enumeration tag. Okay, so this is the website we have. We'll copy the link. Then let's go to the OAuth ZEP proxy. Let's open the tool. So this how you can follow, like properly read the instructions before starting any bug bounty in a platform. Just if you found the domain, you cannot start the hacking because you have to focus on which are the bugs they are accepting so that your time will be saved and you don't got distracted. Because in bug bounty what actually happened, there is no direction is given. If somebody have now also doing practice on try hack me platform or hack the box, so they know that if we follow the walkthrough or if we know the instructions according to step by step, we can complete that room or complete that machine. Correct. But in bug bounty platforms, there is a no goal is there. There is a no, limitation is there. The more you do in-depth search, the more you can able to find the vulnerability. Correct. But going in that knowledge, we have to require programming language. We have to expertise on a specific vulnerability. What are the different methods are available to find bugs? These are the things we have to do. So see, one website have multiple perspective. If you have seen some mind map, even so, there you will get a little idea. So there you can see we have manual exploration is available. First we have the option automated scan. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the automated scan option. And there you can provide the website link. Okay, here you can even select like site options. You can go through it. Then we have this call in a spidering, or you can use Ajax Spide to perform. It's how like headless. Headless is something like headerless. We can changing because there it will not include any kind of user agent. Of course, some of the website have restricted that the website will run above than this version, above that browser version. So with the headless, what actually happen? It will just take a random user agent to perform, and simply you just have to start the attack. It is showing. Okay, so just a second. This how you can manipulate. Not found. Well. Just a second, I need to check the internet is working or not. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. I need to change the network adapter option. Let's go to net. Okay, disconnect it. Now, connect. Okay, now you can start the attack. So you can see it is started the automation technique. The failed to connect wireless available support. No problem. It is started the scanning part. You can see some of the robot.txt file. These are the things we are getting. Spidering option, we got two options. So robot.txt is a file is available. Active scan it is available. And okay, so we got a very simple 2-3 links So that is not issue. We can then go with the simple Firefox. Like multiple options are available. Okay. Fail to connect or support browser. No problem. We can scan it, whatever the output we'll get. We'll try to filter out it. Okay, so there you can see we got some alert like access frame is not set, incomplete cache is there, web browsing protection is not enabled. Some of the output. We got some links like robot.txt is available, and that's other part. So you can go to the website. There you can go with the robots.txt. So you can see output showing that this page not unplugged, like the redirection is available. Oh, just a second, I have written wrong page name. Robots.txt. Yeah, so here you can see they are showing that sitemap is enabled here, so that we can also open. It is a structure of the website will shows. Uh, Now everything is blocked, like internal board of director unsubscribe, everything is blocked. Only the site is allowed that thing, and it have the allow slash directory. But here, whatever the content is there, we don't know. So we need to grab more information. Then here you can see they have only the sitemap, only the one link is available. LOS. So the very limited information you are getting here. Okay, so how we can proceed further? We have to follow. The next thing is that we can do the URL directory scan. Second, we can find the subdomain enumeration technique. So you can use our first tool is there. Subdirectory tool. You can use it to perform further. And the second method is we can go manually explore the first website, like what's the website is, any kind of input value or login form, this kind of pages are enabled. So there we can try to perform, like here you can go to sign in option. So in sign in, there will be a login page is coming, correct? No login page. It is come. So now you can say this is a login page come, but I think it's a framework based. So we have to see the, first of all, the particular JavaScript code or the HTML code, that how it is submitting. If it is not, so you can create a one test based code to create a function, and then you can try to check the session related or cookie related information. These are the steps that we have to follow to work on it. For automation, what it give a help, that we can get different links which are available, like there you can see robots.txt is there, sitemap is there, some number they have found, like it's showing not found option. I think it's some file information or something like that. So that's how we can move further to initiate the attack or to perform the attack. Correct. So till here, anybody have any question, query, do let me know. Okay, we got lots of chat options. Okay, so let's start one by one. Bug bounty is totally legal, so don't worry about that part. Anybody? Uh, Now, how to do legal? It's a simple. You have to sign up on a platform, register yourself, verify your ID proof, and then you can start, hacking perspective. If companies have securities like firewall, so how do bug bounty at that case? This is a simple thing, Abhishek. Just like you have your own website or startup is available, correct? Taking a simple scenario. Now you have not good good budget to start your own IT security team or IT team, because IT team, that means we have to pay some money on regular basis of that employee, monthly salary, that thing to a dedicated guy, and that person have a if we take a one security engineer, so that person have its own perspective. Remember the perspective, or you can say the knowledge level. Correct. So one person can think about it at one perspective, and they can set up a security defenses like that way. But at the same time, if I just globally allows that our websites anybody can hack and give the bugs whichever plan. So the one person doing a hard work on a daily basis 1 month, and it found like 10 or 20 vulnerabilities. But at the same time, if you have globally announced that we are running a bug bounty program on our website, you can come and start hacking. So at the same time, i- maybe 10K people or 10 people comes at the same on board for the bug bounty, and they can found the 50 bugs within a 5 days. So how they are getting a profit with this approach? They only have to pay the first 5 or 4 person who have found the vulnerability and submitted it, whatever the new vulnerability they have found. So we have to pay less money, and we can found the multiple vulnerabilities. And due to that, what happened? With less time, we can secure our website as soon as possible. So whatever the bug bounty platform we are seeing on our part, so they are not giving all the you know whole infrastructure. Maybe they are giving the front end part about the website, mobile app, or API. That's it. They are not giving the backend infrastructure, because for the backend infrastructure, they have their own security team. After finding the loopholes, they can secure that thing. So see, if we are working at a one website at one person, so it is hard to find, because we have our own mindset to think about it. But at the same time, if we are discussing the something, and then start doing the bug bounty platform, so in a group we can able to find more bugs in less time, because every person have their own perspective to of thinking, getting an idea. So that's how people are going. The companies are going on bug bounty platform to find bugs, at least their web front part, like web application or mobile application, so that they can secure their first phase. If you talk about Uber, just now it's got everything is got hacked, the image is getting down, but still they have the security team at their point, but still the hackers got hacked the website, correct? So at certain level they have not work on that area, that we have to secure this thing, or maybe hackers have updated them that this vulnerability is available, but they have just ignored. So that's perspective is depends, like, because at the end security is everybody knows, but as a human we got not aware about that area, we don't think about at that perspective. So due to that, that vulnerability always be remain. That's why companies are on board to showcase that these are the website we have, and you have to found vulnerability. That's why they have given out of scope or in scope, that they are accepting only this vulnerability. That's the part. Okay, so that's how they get some more profit in less time. Full stack JavaScript bootcamp. Yeah, no issue is that if you want to learn more in depth about JavaScript, of course you can join it. No problem is there. Before attacking any website, we need to inform them through portal. No problem is there, Lucknow, because when you sign up and whenever starting, so they have given this new condition actually. This is the thing you have to set up whenever you're doing any kind of testing. So you have to set up your username in the particular what we call the HTTP header. So after that you can start doing automation testing or that thing, so they already know that this traffic is allowed in their firewall. If you go directly and start hacking, so they will block your IP address and your traffic. So this condition they have access, that please add in HTTP header your username, that is user agent part. So at this way they can know that this is a person is belong to Bugcrowd community, and this is the username, and he or she starting bug hunting on our website. So they will allow you properly. Like these are the some verifications that do. Else what happened, without login on a portal I can also start hacking, so that become little bit difficult to secure them. That's why this is how you can they can verify yourself that you are doing as a legal approach in the testing perspective. Correct. That's the thing. Okay. Doing automation can generate lots of traffic. Correct, Bridges. That is correct. While doing automation testing, we can get lots of traffic to generate. Even if here I will open the Wireshark. I think it's in program part. Let's go to the menu in the downward. Of course, even you are doing Nmap scan, it's creating multiple traffic. So we have to think about in a proper way, like whatever the automation technique we are using, we have to be aware about it. Like automation tools generate lots of packets, so we can set up some anonymous mode or secure approach to scan it. Okay, so let's see if I started and again starting here the attack. So you can see soon the attack is started. It's generating lots of packets. You click OK, and then you can see the packets is generated. Around 200 plus packets are generated to scan a simple one website. Okay, and we have found like some misconfiguration vulnerabilities, so that we have to verify it. Like this, how we can do. So even in the OAuth proxy, we have options about the there you can see safe mode, protected mode, you can do scanning, or attack mode. Attack mode is a active scan, just like in on Nmap we do. So lots of packet it will generate, and even the owner of the website also get alert that somebody is trying to perform automation scan or something like. So you can maybe scan in a safe mode or protected mode. I have done this scan in the standard mode, so that's very how you want to scan it. Okay, that's the part is there. Okay, now I have shared the doc in the group yesterday's one. UV comparing with the OAuth ZEPs with the burp suit, so it is not comparable because see, both tool have the efficiency to intercept the packet. But if we talk about OAuth ZEP, so it's give more false positive result comparing with the burp suit. Also, burp suit have good feature like we can do comparer is there, that you can use it to decrypt or encrypt the base64, this kind of hash files, you can decode it. That options is not available in OAuth. You can go to the tool option, you can see some of the options are available, like fuzzing we can do, encode decode hash we can do. Okay, API integration we can do, active scan we can do, but not that much efficient way we can get the result. And this is not maintained regular basis because it's an open source project, while Burpsuit is a dedicated product which is update regular basis because developers are doing on a daily basis. So that's why it is a license based tool. So if you want to update with the new type of vulnerabilities and find new type of bugs, so we can go with the Burpsuit, which is the best method to explore. OAuth is used mostly to perform the fuzzing concept, spidering, you can do so that we can get a multiple links in a less time. So automation tasks you can do it, and even with Burpsuit we can do. That is not a problem. Is that depending like how we can go on. So it's alternative options are available because see, whenever we are using any tool, maybe the tool is blocked by the firewall at the backend. Let's suppose if we take example of Nmap. So when we do Nmap active scan, what actually happen? Firewall maybe block it. Okay, because firewall knows that this kind of pattern or this kind of request come, so we have to block. So alternative, we can use mass scan. Just it's an alternative tool we have available of Nmap, or we can go maybe modify the things with Spring3 tool. So these are the alternatives are available that we can use to grab the information sometimes. Okay, so that's how smartly we can work it. So the number of tools, the number of approach, to find the bugs sometimes. Okay, that's how the options are available to work on it. Great. So yeah. Okay, let's me explain what is false positive. False positive, you can say it's in a wrong call. you can get it. A wrong call means particularly you can get something is showing that it is vulnerable, but when we test, it shows the bug is present as per the pattern or code, checking base. But when we go for exploit, it can't exploit or bypass. So that's what we call the false positive. Like it seems to be real, but when we do actual testing, it shows nothing, no output, no, part. So at this time, what actually happened? It's a part of waste of time because we are investing some time to find the exploit, but at the end, we are not getting any exploit and no bypass. So that's waste of time. Taking a simple example of login page. So it shows that the password is only 10 character. Okay, but when we are creating a password list for 10 character, it's maybe a million password we have. Correct, combination of time. But nobody have tell us that the password is a combination of alphanumeric or it's just a number plus any special character they have created. So this thing we don't know. So while performing password attack, it's a waste of time because the password list that we have created in our mind, we said that this is only a alphabetical order, like, A to Z or a small character A to Z. But we didn't know that the user have also include these some special character or some numbers also. So when we include numbers and that thing, so the number of possibilities will increase. So we are using a wrong password list and we are still waiting that we will get the password after performing the brute force attack. So that's why brute force attack is a very time taking process in real kind of conditions. So we have to go with some another alternative bugs to bypass it or to find bugs. That's the thing what we call as a false positive. It seems to be real. Here also you can see on the bug when we scan, we got X frame part. It's showing a medium level vulnerability. But when we submit a medium level vulnerability in Bugcrowd or account, we got a good bounty. But you can see just a passive X frame option is not done. It's a part of clickjacking attack. So we are not investing time to find some clickjacking attack because the bug they have said that clickjacking is not acceptable. Clickjacking issue only exploitable through clickjacking. So that is not acceptable nowadays on lots of websites. So it's a waste of time because this is that it is out of scope. Even you can submit the report, that will be report is submitted, but that is not eligible for the bug bounty, bounty part. So that's a waste of time you are doing, correct? That's the how the things will work. So we note how to focus on this kind of bugs. Let's suppose they are showing that web browser access protection is not enabled. So now this is something we have got it that some hint we have got that access is not enabled. We have to say the header is not working. So there we can try to do some investment time to perform access protection attack. Now that we have to see that the access should be, I think, store or DOM base. Like they are accepting accesses, but that will be DOM base or store base. Instead of this is that self accesses is in a part of what we call reflected accesses. So they are not accepting. So because it's a client side vulnerability, so that will not impact more onto other users of the website. So we have to focus on store based or DOM based accesses with that part. So we got a hint like, accesses is possible, but we have to see like where we can enable it. That's the thing. So these are the options it found, but not that much, good. So that is the, some issue is there with the lack of this tool. Actually, it's a open source. So lots of people, develop and add their own extension. That's the thing. So instead of going with this, we can go with the Burp Suite as a, good one to go. But still it will help us because it's reduce the art time. Like we are, finding the all the URLs and that thing. Let's take one more, another website as a reference to understand this thing. Let's take some another program directory. Let's go with the This one, I think. Let's see which website it is. Octopus Deploy. So they have given some website link. So this website is made on the .NET framework. Okay. Don't like it's a server side part. So I think we don't get the URL link. We have to go with the backend server to connect and hack. Any option they have given? No. Okay, no problem. Let's take another one like .NET and something like that. Let's take this one, basic, this one. So here we have, so it's a authentication auth and API testing. So we go with this subdomain they have given auth. So it's, I think, yeah, authentication. So it's a required access. Okay, they all require access. It's a backend testing purpose. So don't go right now because we didn't have covered that thing. So let's go with this another website. Okay, it's also gonna healthcare website is there. So test API, test app, all these are the app base. Okay, API testing is there. No problem. Let's go this website. What is showing? Okay, again, it's a Redux login page. They have got it. You can take this website as a reference. Let's see if we found any link or something like that attack. So now you can see we got multiple URL. That is good to go. Okay, and here it will help us to found the option what we call in scope or out scope, because some of the website will redirect to some third-party website. So third-party website means if you found some vulnerability, so that become a third-party website. That is not also acceptable in bug bounty part. So instead of that, you can only use the, you can say we found multiple alerts, but this is same vulnerability, same pages of thing. We have got multiple pages. So let's go to the active scan. There you can see. So it will shows the response. Let me just go a little bit above. Here you can see 300, 300. So this is all redirection website, part. We have to test this 200 OK pages. Okay, there we are getting some data. Okay, that's how you can, easily scan it. So if you are integrating with the Bubsuit community application, so that is not enabled because Bubsuit Pro have the feature to do the automatic scan. That feature is not enabled in Bubsuit community version. So instead of that, you can use the JAP proxy as a finding all the URL directories. Okay, after that you can do manual testing, manual exploration also, because both options are available. Here you can see you get like what are the out of scope websites. So you don't have to test this link. You can go with this area like this one, robot, that thing, that part. So that's how you can do and filter out your scope part, that these are the links we have to do testing. Now you can move to the manual approach, because manual testing is the best way to find bugs, even the advanced level also. So the chances of getting bugs will increase. That's the thing. Okay, so any question about this part? Can we scan the website with SQL map? Yeah, I will showcase that thing. No problem. Anyone else other have any question? No. Zombie scan we have in the Nmap actually, Azar. So that we use to just hide our own identity. There is one option we have now available with the packet scan. Through that we can use it, and through that we can perform a scan. So in that way, what actually happened? We are in the promiscuous mode, or you can say stealth mode. So our identity will not reveal by the website or the IP address we are scanning. So that's what we use in the Nmap. Okay. Now this is the tool that if you want to use it, it's up to you, because we have options are available. You can get all the alert link. So there is a chance that it will reduce your workload, because you get a little idea that on the front end website, what are the options are available that you have to do the testing perspective. Because see, if I give you first time a website link, you will got confused like, sir, what I have to do test, what kind of website portal it is, and these are the things, correct? So there you will get a little idea that, yeah, these are the links and this is the front end code that you have to test it. Here you can see, if you talk about X frame not set. So this filter out, like this is the front end header and this is a code and it is already highlighted. This is the code that there you have to see something bug related or something that. Now you can do little bit Google research, how the function is working, what kind of function it is, then you can try to find bug. Like this is the way we can do part. Here you can see we got the Cloudflare ID. This is like base64 is encoded. So if you want to bypass this thing or to get some information, then we can do the next research part. Okay, so this is how you can go to approach and start testing on website, or if you are preparing or looking for bug hunting kind of platform. Okay, so one thing you all have to remember is that take one bug or one vulnerability, make it in an expert level. Do some practice first of all on some already vulnerable applications we have available, or even you can get some Bubstud Academy is available. So there you will get multiple different challenges that how we can find the bug. After that, see some POCs. Like you have HackerOne is there, Bugcrowd. Lots of people upload their part. After that, you can make a note. In that you can follow your own something we call as mind map, that how you have found the bug, what are the things we have to do. If we take example of XSS, so in XSS also we have three type of options are available, correct? The first is the self, you can also call as reflected, or you can also call as client side. Okay, now you have to think about it like client side is not accepted nowadays in multiple websites, so there is a waste of time to perform. But we have to see that we have to think about how we can reach from self accesses to SQL injection, or how you can reach to CSS RF, or you can go with the RCE, like that thing, or you can steal cookies, or then you can check out like from self how we can go to reach DOM based accesses, because DOM base is acceptable that thing. So you expertise one part of reflected accesses, then you are moving to the second part, what we call the store based accesses. Okay, now you can go like store base, how we can reach to SQL injection. You can go with the if you have the accesses, then how you can go with to perform IDOR vulnerability, or we have another, because even lots of vulnerability, even I don't know every part. So you can do little research with the POC. Then you can see some POCs that how this hacker find vulnerability and then reach to more in depth, getting an idea that you're preparing a step-by-step method and other possibilities. Correct. Then you can then jump to the any bug bounty platform, take a website and only stick to this particular vulnerability. You can do something called recon. Then you can find all the URL directories. Then you can find all the subdomains, which are this is all thing you are doing for the scope area. That in scope, that in this scope, if you find, you will eligible for bug bounty. Correct. Now you can start only testing accesses as a first time. Okay, and different conditions are available, because we can find accesses in HTML, JavaScript code, even sometimes maybe we can go them and DOM also, or maybe if you're using a backend, so we can try to perform something RC or command injection, like depend like what kind of website structure is. So the possibility is increasing step by step. So this kind of mind map when you create, you will get expertise in one bug. So you can find, take any website, you can able to find easily accesses at the first time. It's a very easy method, but getting a bounty is increase. Then after expertising on accesses, then you can, jump into the SQL injection, or maybe you can take a, local file inclusive. So LFI or RFI, you can, take to expertise it. So same process you have to follow starting. Do some practice on some vulnerable application to understand their behavior, do challenges with this, then take some POCs, then you can make your own note that how you have found this thing. So if we follow that pattern on some website, can be able to find, that's the way you can expertise and become expert in bug hunting part. Okay, it's a very long journey. What we have teach in the training part, it's just a way of starting your, web journey to finding the testing, getting an idea. So that's the way you can, follow. Okay, yeah, I got some question more. Okay, robots.txt, I will explain it. Okay, so talking about the robots.txt. So it's a simple text file that shows the permission level for accessing the website backend or admin access permission. Like, you can say permission or you can say privileges, like who has the, privileges to access the admin panel or control panel of the website, who can, develop the website and that thing. As a front end, they can show that this is not allowed, or the directories we have available. Okay, so that's the way we can, able to see robot.txt. It's a first way to start manual testing. After that, the second we have sitemap.xml. This is the file we create. This is generally created for the for SEO perspective. Actually, like the digital marketers will, use it to promote the website, to rank the website. But at the same time, as a hacker, we got idea about the website structure, like, backend idea, like this is the file is contained in this directory, this is the file contained in this directory. Okay, so they maybe launch the website from where www, this is the by default directory we have in Linux platform. Okay, if you are using Windows, so we have inet/pub/html. This is for Windows, maybe little bit change. So don't worry, it just, approach that which server we are, set up. Maybe if you are using by default IIS web server on Windows server platform, so there we are using it. Here, if we have launched maybe the Apache 2, or we have the NG Linux servers. So that's how you can get a little idea about the backend structure, like what are the files are put in which directory and which location. So that will help us to get from the XML file. It's just an output file. Okay, that is extension markup language. So that will help us. But at the same time, this is mandatory to create for the SEO perspective to perform digital marketing to high rank in the Google ranking part. But at the same time, hacker will help us to get a more idea. So these are the two files are very genuine to work on it to get the option. And then we have one more file, what we call .htaccess. It's a kind of access control list file where we create rules that which file directory is allowed on a public portal and which is not allowed on a public portal. So that kind of rules we will create on the htaccesses to disable some file functionality, JavaScript functionality, that. So all the rules permissions we create here. So if any kind of directory we have to disallow, so we can create a rule on .htaccess file, and then that directory, that link will be disallowed on the public portal. So this is the defense mechanism used by the developers. But at the same time, if we know that these are the links are open so we can able to find the bugs easily on a website. Okay, so that's the thing we have. In Windows, yeah, got it. Thanks, Yui. inet pub www root. Okay, so I will just correct this thing. It's a inet pub, that is www/root maybe, or root we have got it. So that thing, you check it as per the part. I think it's a root folder. Okay, so that's the thing we have. Got it. So that's how we can perform and start testing the website. So little bit idea you're getting that how you can start testing on a website, and if you want to submit it, you will get some bugs. So that's the way you can start working on it. So the first step is that you can create your own mind map. Mind map is just approach how you starting test on website. That's the way that you can do it in that particular way. Okay, so we have lots of automation tools are available. Manual is the best way to go and learn more things in less time. Okay, so that is a one tool we have. OAuth. You want to explore it, you can explore. We have multiple. Even you can create a generator report also in some format that you can submit in Office if you want to go. Then here you can see the request header. Manually you can see the request header and response header. If you want to add some script, you can start, you can do. So these are the manual options are available. We have two type of option, like you can go with protected scanning method, or you can go attack, that is an active scan approach. These options are available. Okay, so that's a part of OAuth JAPs that you can use it. Of course, sometimes we can get some good vulnerability list in a very less time. That is good because you can see I can scan everything within a 2 minute while starting this scan. So it will reduce the workload. Now you will get a little idea. Even this is not correct, but you get a little idea that, yeah, this is the link, this is the website that we have to follow, and these are the areas we can start approaching the finding part. Now talking about the web recon mind map, you will get lots of mind map which are used by the other security researchers that you can follow. So you will get a list of tools are available that you have to be expertise on this area. You can see these are the different mind we have. If you go with recon with the some person, so you can see we got some of the links, like you can see port is scanning. Wayback is a internet archive to see the older website versions. Finding JavaScript files, endpoints, brute forcing some services, like it's a part of Nmap scanning. Okay, then directory brute forcing that we use, Deerbuster, fuzzing kind of tools we have. That thing we can do. Okay, so this is a pen testing leads. You can see list of part, like you will get recon by this hacker, by this hacker, by this resource. You will get namesec, one of the good name if you have. This is the thing he do, one of the highest ranking person in the HackerOne platform we have. This is by some other platforms. So you can see lots of people are using their own approach, how they are resolving and starting the attack. And this is all our automation part. Like we have different tools are available here. You can see person name, I think by Sanho, I think that is the one. So how he is using, so it finds some URL unique star related part, then it is scanning with the directory search, GoBuster search, and map with the script base. Then we have Arjun scan is there. This is a you will get it. Accesses scan if you want to go, so you can automate this scan part. These are the things. Wildcard domain, you can see we have subfinder, AMAS is there, mass DNS, subdomain. Then we do the reverse part. Like this is the way we have to follow. If you go for manual testing, so there you can go, built with Wapalizer, some Google Dorking scanning part, like this other thing. So maximum we lots of tools are available to do. But the thing is that you have to start from one bug, and then you can follow the same step, but go and stick with the one bug at a one time. Until you not expertise on that bug, don't switch to another bug or vulnerability. Because when you switch to another bug or vulnerability, you got confused. It's kind of frustration comes in our mind that we are not getting any kind of vulnerability when we are testing on a real website, while comparing on some practice website. We have DVWA, BWAP is there, OAuth WebGot is there. When we are doing testing on this, we can easily find the bug, correct? That is the first question comes while comparing with the real sites. Okay, so that's the thing. You can see this is the from the Galios, so it's another approach. You can see multiple tools will be there. So you don't have to follow their own method. You follow your own method, create your own techniques, and learn the tools that expertise level. Okay, so that's the way you can grab more information step by step. So it's a very long journey. If you're thinking that after completing this course you are expertise on website testing and web part, that is a wrong myth. Of course, we have to learn lots of things. Even in a class part, we not cover all the directories and all the links. You can see we have covered 1 or 2 tools in every area to work on it. Okay, so that's the thing. We have multiple options are available, and of course you have to create your own methods to create it. Okay, so any question till here, any doubt is there, that let me know. So I will help you to start your part. If you are in India, you want to do some testing on government website, so you can do and submit that website in the portal called NIPC. If I have already given this website link, if not, you can go through. So this is a government website of India. And if you found any bug, vulnerability, then you can submit the report here. They have the form is given, vulnerability disclosure. So if any website, if you look like it's have some vulnerability and bug, so you can submit the form. This is the form they have. The full name, email ID, organization or company you belong, what kind of vulnerability you have found. You can click on this category if you have, or any other category. How you have found that vulnerability, you can provide the description. And it is a web-based part or operating system related, and all the data in that thing. And then you can submit it. So you will get just a recognition. That's it. Not bug bounty or bug part, but it's a good to add in your resume, because the number of, even you have found duplicate vulnerability, that is not an issue is that, because the more you can showcase on particular resume, that will increase your weightage to get a good job. That's the thing. So this is the link you have if you want to go through. Even some Dutch webs government also running their vulnerability disclosure part and that thing. So you can go through and check out that particular links also. So lots of platforms are available. Yes, all the government websites comes under the NIC. That whatever the website you will see .gov.in, so that comes into this portal only. So you can try, because here less competition is available compared to the private bug bounty platform. Because private, that means we are getting money. That's the reason. But if you're doing something for nation level security, so not lots of people are interested in this area. So it's just a toward one step to give something to the country also, to secure the infrastructure of government. So if somebody is outside India, they can see your country part, like which country you are belonging. Maybe you can find some bug, you can submit it in a legal way. Correct. So that's the thing, we can do it. And of course, bug bounty platforms are available. So there you can do bugs, submit it, and earn money. So that is a one part of your role. Okay. Now moving further, any other question we got? Yeah, it doesn't pay, Pratik. They don't pay. It's open source kind of in a platform we have. Okay, now coming with the SQL map. Why I got one more question to follow. So we'll showcase that thing also. Let's open the SQL map. So see, if you are doing a scanning part to find a vulnerability on SQL map, first thing is that we have to find the endpoint. Okay. So that thing we have to do in SQL map, find the endpoint. Now endpoint, maybe it's a login page, maybe it's a some upload or some, directory path where we can, change the something ID or some, number, or maybe sometime we can, even change the, the blog names. So we can, get some information. So if you found that kind of endpoint, then you can use SQL map. Because if you directly scan with the SQL map for, .com or something, so there is a less chance to find bug. Let's suppose we take an example of we have this practice website is available, test.php1 hub. Okay, now if I take this simple link, copy, and then go to the SQL map, let me just go SQL map -- URL and hit enter. So there is a less chance to find bug because it is checking. You can see warning, your SQL map is outdated. Okay, no problem is there. Critical parameter they have found on something site. You're advised to return this particular part. So you can see we're not able to find the bug here. It's showing something, critical, but we didn't get any kind of parameter, like, input parameter or something like that. So that seems that the website is not vulnerable to the SQL injection. But if you go and when we click, let's go to the categories or artists, there we got something keyword base. Okay, now if I provide this link or I just test as a manual approach, we found some vulnerability. Now this endpoint, if you give, so now you can, test it more appropriate way. Okay. Hit enter. Now it is starting scanning and there is a chance that we can find it. It's a dynamic, we got the some MySQL detection. So you want to check database, we click yes. Remaining testing, yes. Now it is checking with the Boolean test condition. So now you can see we found the SQL version details. It is checking with the order by clause. You can see the URL. Okay. So that's how we get actual parameter. So first time if we found only the domain name of the website and thinking like we can directly scan it and we can find the bug, that is not possible. We have to go and check out these are the points to see that how we are playing with the database, like whatever the input. Simply say database is something we call as when user give any input and from server side it match from database and then it will give output. So if we know this particular flow, what the output we are getting after getting an input value. So if you know that thing, so that is the pinch point, you can say that we can play with database. Then we can inject some SQL queries to manipulate. Manipulate is like we are playing with that database to find some error. And if we find some error, now let's suppose we don't know what will be the next move. So there SQL map will comes to play. Now you can do automatic scan to get the result. So that part is there. But if you directly give the website link and then you are scanning that we can found SQL injection, so that is not possible because at the first page is just a index page or the HTML page. So that is not how we have to play with the database connectivity. So here you can see we found some get parameter appear to be the MySQL version is this. Trying to check some injection. So we'll try again more further. So we can see we got the link output. So there you can see we got the output on this location. That means we found some bug and some database. And this is the query there. It is not checked. It's a union all select concat. Now they have just embed this thing into the something called, hexacode portal. So that's how we get the output. That means it is vulnerable to the vulnerability. So that's how we can use more appropriate way automation tools techniques. Okay. So the first method, always be manual testing. Explore the website, understand the website flow, how the website is giving, what kind of technologies or the languages is used to build a website. Okay, because we have multiple options are available. That's the thing. Okay, any question till here? All good? Or anything you don't understand, even tell me that thing also. Because see, we can teach lots of vulnerabilities. You can learn that thing. You can do practice. Even you can see on YouTube and any other institute also, training the same kind of, bugs and that thing. But the thing is that still we can't do practice ourselves. We cannot able to find. Okay, I can showcase you some live website testing. We can find, we can do. But this is not what you have done. Correct. So that's the thing you have to, ask yourself that what are the things you have learned actually to start and testing that thing. Okay. So anybody have any doubt on SQL map, OAuth tool, or maybe if you are using WP scan, I can give some more example, taking some live websites as a reference to give. Anybody have any question query till here? Yeah, SQL map is some something you can say. If you talk about the background part, let's think how this automation tools are working. So see what we have teach. It's a manual SQL injection queries. What we have teach. Okay. So in manual, what actually happen? We create our own custom SQL queries to found some bug or loophole. Then we try to dump the database of website. Okay. So this is a time taking process. First thing. Now to reduce the time taking process and increase the possibility. So there the SQL map comes to play a role. So in this, the tool, you're thinking like how the tool is working. So it's have a set of pre-built SQL injection queries. So it will automatically check all condition. That what are the particular queries are there. It will check the Boolean SQL injection, union base. We have double query. We have double error, which we call. We have then we have time based error is there. We can go with the time base. We have blind SQL injection is there. Okay, so these are the conditions are already pre-built in SQL map. So it will take automatically one by one all condition and check that which area the website or the link is vulnerable. So that's how the SQL map is actually working. But at the endpoint, we have to start from manual approach to find the endpoint, like where it's showing the website error. Then only we can do automation tool to work on it. Getting an idea, that's the thing. So that's how I showcase just example that if I'm using a first link first time, so in the SQL map, it will not give any kind of error, any kind of loophole. But when I given a one parameter, like in this point, the database is giving a different error, like different output. If I change instead of 1, if I go with the 2, so the output will be different. Here you can see we have artist R48. If I just change this value to something 2, so I'm getting a different output. That means I am getting a output from the database. So why not I can try to inject some vulnerability or use this link with the help of SQL map to find bugs. So when we have started, you can see it's checking all the possible parameters. Like firstly, it's check with the Boolean blind base blind injection. Then it is creating its own query to find the version of the MySQL. Like it's 5.5, 5.6, 5.7, 8. And you can see the queries also, where or having clause JSON key. It's a conditions which we use for SQL injection. Now we have found some inquiries, then it is started to checking the time-based query to find out it. So at certain level, we found like union select, it's a possible vulnerability we have found. So we can get the database dump. So all the location information is stored in this way. That's how we can use SQL map in appropriate way, more efficient way. Getting an idea. These are the queries, you can say it is pre-built. If you think about like what is actually it is, select something from something. So this is a blind based approach. So before performing, we have to learn SQL queries also. That if you want to create our own custom queries, we have to learn and have knowledge about the SQL queries also. That is the thing. Okay. I think now you got a little idea. Yeah. Great. Yeah, so that's how. Same thing is if you go with some real website, let's go to some website. I'm taking a PHP base because it's easy to find out it. I am using a Google Doc. Let me showcase how Google Doc is also helping us. So if I go with in URL, okay, I'm checking for the WP or something ID equal to, and we'll take some site. Let's suppose we go with the Indian sites. So you can see we got multiple, link with the same part. These are the, links we have found it. All are, related to something ID, something, we have. Now in this website, we have to find some, okay, it is blocked by the, let's close this. We have got this. It is also not work. Then we have this CSOT. We got some, links about this part. We got this thing also. Okay, now we got this thing on, on page number 10, we are getting this thing. So why not I can change this particular page 10 to 50 to see that any other output if we are getting. This is a kind of testing approach we are doing. If we found, okay, I think it's the same page we are getting it. Okay, no problem is there. Let's me try with the inverted comma to check any vulnerability if you found it or not. Okay. So you can see it is not getting any error or something like that. No error we have found. Okay, no problem. We can go with this particular site to just check. Okay, that's the way I'm just showing you. Maybe it's not going any output. Let's see this one. It is again a login page. If I go to 2-number page, we can see the page content is changed. That means if we take some error, so it is not vulnerable to, but you can see we have possibility. If I go with 5 page, you can see we got another login page ID. That means some contents are available here. Now what I can do is that if I use here inverted comma or 1 equal to 1, that's a true and false condition I'm checking. So you can see same error, but if I go to minus to comment, I didn't get any output. Plus no other output we get. So I can just remove this single inverted comma and check again. So you can see we are getting output as same. So maybe the filtration is enabled, or we need to change this query to some more other conditions to perform it. Okay, let's suppose I just simply take this same URL and then I will scan with the SQL map so that it will reduce our time. Okay, that thing. First, it will check the connection. Yes. Other type of condition you can see. So it is showing a random agent. Let's suppose we take a random agent. Maybe it is in a block by the firewall. That's why it is showing. Click yes to update. Scanning tab. Okay, so you can see it is not vulnerable that much. Now we can, increase the level also, like hyphen risk, and then we'll start. Requirement is, let's go with the 4. Okay, up to 3, so we'll go max 3. Okay, so it's not giving then an output. So we have to see some another methods to perform. So these are the test conditions we use to perform on multiple sites. Here you can see we have edit and then ID. So maybe if I use ID, let's see any kind of error is showing. No, we don't get any error. So maybe I can change this particular value with 40, and then see. So you can see that page content is changed. Now we have to follow something, go to edit option and something like that. So instead of there, I can use here this particular value in the edit option, inverted comma, and check it. Like these are the test conditions, we are checking it to follow up, or double inverted comma sometimes. Like we have to follow to find the works. Here you can see we have page ID. If you go here, double inverted comma to check. These are the manual approach, we follow. So I don't know that which website is vulnerable, but we have to follow to here you can see it is directly blocked, like it is showing 404. That means the filtration is on in here. Getting an idea. That's the way. Maybe I can change the page value. So maybe not in 5.4, we can get some data. You can see proxy error. That means it is redirecting that particular proxy. So that's how we have got little identification that real time the traffic is follow with some proxy. So I can change you can see that's how the thing is work. So this is the real time conditions we have to check on different websites to follow up, to get some error, some output, and no output. So we need to check another approach, like multiple options are available. So that's how you can do further testing approach with the help of SQL map or manual things also you can do. Now in Bubsuit, we have one hack bar is available to redefine the SQL queries. So from there, I will showcase you also how we can use it. Apart from that, any other question anybody have? All clear till everything? Let me know. Okay. Only accessible inside. I didn't get it, UV. Like it's a HCIP. Yeah, this is only accessible in India only, UV. For your country, we have to think check out like which government website are accepting the open platform. So that we call as a RV, that is responsible vulnerability exposure program is there. So that thing you have to see like which country you are. So if their country are following or not. Yes. Okay. That thing. This website is only accessible for only Indian government website only. So that's the part is that. Yeah, if you found any bug in Indian website, you can submit. That's the thing. For other government websites, not it work. For that, we have to check another portal that they are accepting or not. Okay. Any other question query we have till yet? All good? Okay, no problem. So next, after break, we will come up and yeah, you can use VPN to work on it. Not a problem. It's easy. Yeah, you can use it to perform testing. Okay, so we'll come up Bubsuit also, but we'll take a break and then we'll come up. Okay, so 15-minute break we'll take. Then we'll jump to some more tactics and some techniques on Bubsuit, some automation approach. Okay. Yeah. So we'll meet at 4:45. Yeah, welcome back. So I think everybody is available. Let me know. Great. Okay. So the automation, we have lots of tools are available. You can just check out. So a little bit we can work on the Bob suit also, that how it is used, what are the different extensions we can use it for different techniques to work on. So Bob suit community is available in ParetOS and KaliOS also by default. You can no need to install it. For the crack, I think maybe you are using crack also. Not a problem is there. I'm also using having in my Windows. I install crack version. So if you want to go through with crack, it's enough. Not a problem is there. You will get the links on GitHub that you want to install or download it. The main motive is that we have to use that how extensions we are using it. That's the main thing. So we'll start the Bob suit. And let's click OK. And then you can, in the Bob suite, we have the live task and scan is available, which is not available in the community version. So if you go and, you can provide the just crawling a website, so you can provide the link. Let's suppose if you go to some website link from the, I will take this on website. And in the above, you can just simply provide the URL link and simply click OK. So you can see it started crawling automatically. Like this option is not available in the community version. So we need to go with the professional version. And you will get this all the, different links, third-party links and that stuffs. It's take little time to crawl because it's a long process to follow, and you can get some scan part and that thing. Now the main thing is that how we can do lots of automating tasks easily. So when you go to the project options, here you can enable some proxies that you have, and I think it's the extender. Extender, you only have the hack bar is available. Yeah. So in the extender option, you can see the extensions. Bob suit extensions are available. So when you go to the B app store, you will get these are the different extensions are available. Like browse repeater is there, Bob chat is there. Then you can go bypass web firewall. So you can just click on this and you can I think install. So that option is available. You can just click downward and you can install this bypass web application firewall. It is installed simply. Then you can go to check with the auditor CSRF scanner you want to go. You can just use CSRF scanning part. Then directory importer, there you can see now import directories for brute force analytics like Go Buster and Dbuster. So you can install this directory importer. So even you don't have to run, you know, the tool that we have to use Go Buster or this. You can automatically use in the Bob suite only. We have more options are available like Hunt Scanner, like lots of things is there. It depends like which you want to go through. So let's see. We can go to the proxy. It is off. We'll on it. Then I will go to the my Firefox on it. Okay, and then will I just hit enter. It goes to the Bob suite. Okay, enable it. Try again. Okay, just a second. Let me check the option of the it's 8080. And what about this? Add it. Okay, I have changed the 8080. Okay, so let's save this thing. And then let's go to again. enable it. Why it is showing? Just a second. Edit. Okay, just a second. Maybe some another service is running in my system. That's why it is not taking. So I just change it to 888. And there also I will change it to 888. Then save the file. That is done. That is done. Now you can hit enter. We'll get the intercept packet here. Okay, that is you have got it. Now, this is a target domain that we have to perform. Okay, so this is the output we have. Now you can click on the action button and then you can go to extensions. Here you can see we have Hackbar to perform SQL injection, accesses web shell, you want to check it. Hackbar also, you have same options are available. You can go to exam. There you can create a CSRF to POC if you want to discover it. That thing is there. Okay. So these are the options are available. You can just send it to the repeater. It goes. Also, you can do here active and passive scan option is there. Like, so if you go to active scan, so in the dashboard, it will start it like active scan engine is started here. And parallelly, you can see the crawling is also running. You got some of the cacheable HTTP response is there. Okay. So it's just an informational, it's not that much. Here we got something in low level vulnerability, like the HTTPS is not enabled. So it's giving a one small error like this thing. Okay, so you can learn about what is SSL trip, HTTP strict policy. We have some CVE details that you can check out it to perform attack. So if the perform attack is get, so this is the URL and the response you are getting. So if you can able to manipulate that particular vulnerability, then you can simply upload that thing onto the website. So that's kind of output you will get. In the active scan also we have sent the around 516 requests. You got it. You can click on view details, you will get one new pop-up. There you can see we got one low level vulnerability and rest is informational vulnerability. That means the website don't have that much advanced vulnerability. So we need to do manual exploration. These are the automation techniques that we have done. This is all the URL we have found. All the robot.txt trade, that thing, some reference connectivity, and that part. Okay, so all these scans we have done. Now, if you want to try all the pages, you can click on that particular link. You can see the response and header here in the download. There you can see. So a request, if you want to manipulate or the response you want to send, you can right click and send into the repeater or comparer to check the, options, like what are the options they are giving. So this is how you can, perform automation technique. Like these are the things you have to add it and it will reduce your time for the checking perspective. Now in the proxy, this is the target we have. You can go to action button. You can see there you can, check the SQL injection and that part. Now, if you go to the extender extensions, you have this, all the extensions are available that, you can use it. Hackbar is there, that is, loaded. These are the things we have. Bypass this thing, output. If you want to save some output file, there you can output it. This is all our Java based extensions are available. Options you can automatically add into the startup. Okay, so we can restart the file. There you can get it. Target, this is a target we have. Okay, these are the some other proxies also we have captured by the Bobsuit, but this is a target. Right click on it, you can add to the scope manually. So after adding into the scope, whenever you're capturing packets, so only the packets will capture of the website. The rest other backend you have multiple tabs are open, so that packets are not captured. After that thing you can do. A scan option you have, the scan is available. A scan launcher, you can do it from there. Engagement tool, you can see we have engagement, so you can some search for analysis target, discover, schedule task also you can do. This thing we have. And okay, there you can see compare sitemap. You can go within a search. Let's go with the discover content. So session is not running. You can just click on it. Yes, you can start this session. So this is how you can do the URL dir search. If you remember the dirbuster or the GoBuster, you will get this all the links part like. So discovery session, same working as a dirbuster or the part. So you can see how much request we have sent. It's a part of fuzzing or spiking concept. So you got some multiple different hidden directories. You can see some of the pages we didn't found anything, and some of the pages we have found. So if you go downward, you will get lots of there. You can right click on it. You will get all this URL link. So now you can create one Excel sheet, and there you can save this all part to perform attack manually. This is the we have in the sitemap. So if you click, these are the sub pages, JavaScript pages, some favicon, you can see port. This is the whole full hierarchy of the website. You have found it. Now you can do one by one any kind of attack or testing. You can right click, add to scope, do scanning. If you want to go, you can send it to the repeater. Then you can do request in the browser to check it. Like these are the things you can do it in one by one. Okay, and I think you can even highlight it with different colors, so it is easy to do the testing one by one. So this is all subdomains we have found. Maybe let's go with some another website. So there we can get some more details. Like this is the real-time website. So maybe we found little less. Not a problem is there. So I will just drop the connection and then I will off the part, and let's see some another website. So let's go to another some directory. Let's go there. Let's take this one, email something. Okay, so this is all API and mobile app testing website. There, let's see this one, DevOps solution. Let's see. Okay, so it's a tagging website. That means integrate with third-party tools. You can see to get it. So there we have to do the testing of API and login page, not a normal website. So I'm just taking a normal website that we do, what we have learned as an initial approach. Let's see this one, Site Plus. There you can go. Yeah, here we have this one. So website is this, which we have to perform. Okay, so this is a website we have to find. It's, I think, a website builder platform website they are providing. So I just go to Burpsuite on it and then let hit enter. So I got the link here. Now you can right click and send it to the there, do active scan. So it goes to the dashboard and I started an active scan there. So you can click on view details. You will get this one pop-up to see what are the items. You will get it like something there. So it's started scanning. Let's wait for a while. You can see some of the links we have found that thing. So it is still scanning. You can see passive scanning and active scanning approach. Any activity or issue, if they found, they will get it. Event logs, you will get there. So let's wait. It is still scanning. Only one low vulnerability we have found. If you got high or medium, so you can go and submit it. But for that, you have to do POC. We have to create a POC also before testing. So still it is take time because it is scanning. And There you can see we have the bypass WAF is available to pass. There we have the CSRF to create multiple options. Directory importer is there. So you can just, if I'm not wrong, here we have to output the, word list of the, part. So I think simple plain text report and that, yes. You can, just use this particular file or go buster. Here we have to add the word list actually, then it will work because we don't have the word list right now. So we have to download, or maybe you can just copy paste from the Kali machine from the location, and then you can start working it. More if you want to go to extender in the BI, then we can go with the something nuclei projects are available. Then we have PCAP importer. Lots of tools are available. You can see Pro extension. I think this is when you can use it. Qualys web application scanner. Let's install it, and then you can go to their Qualys. You can use the platform username and password. I think we don't have because it's again a licensed version we have. Indian platform again. What is platform? Clear setting. We have to check because there also we require subscription detail for Qualys to work. So no problem is there. Let me just go to the extender and reinstall it. Okay, that is done. Okay, we take some another one. Maybe if it is not scan Bubsuit, we have SQL query spy directive. What is this thing? Endpoints. This is used for the endpoints. You can use it. SSL certificate. You can scan it. The SQL Pi is also there. Even SQL map is also available, but for this is DNS perspective. You want to scan that, you can use it, and others more we have. Okay, so different extensions are available that you can use it. Web inspect to between the web and web. Okay, like third-party tools are also available that you can use it. Sitemap, you can check it. So these are the options are available for automating your task. That thing. Where is the dashboard is available here? Okay, so still it is scanning. You can see more than 900 plus done. And on this website we found only one low item, and this is the links I have got. Okay, and these are the all the domains like which we have scanned. Sitemap one. So you can you want to check what kind of parameters or path you want to see. You can see here. These are the parameters. Then you can do manual exploration. Like you want to, let's suppose if you found something here in an error or within a database. So what you can do is that you can right click here, go to extension, enable some SQL injection payload like this thing. So if you want to go with a union statement, so we just click and it will automatically add it like number of columns. Let's suppose we have 5. Click OK. Then you're gonna inject that particular link here. I think it's work or not. No. Let's send to the repeater first. Now we'll go to the repeater there. Okay, now right click, then go to head bar, click SQL. We have column database. You want to check it or login bypass. So we have this, all the conditions are available like 0 and 1. You can see automatically it will add it here because we don't know the queries. So even with the help of that, we can try and send this thing. So of course, here we don't get any output directly because it's showing the page. So you can render that particular page and see what kind of output it is giving. So nothing, we got it. Okay. That's so this is just a sample that how you can use the extension tools in your approach. Of course, we have to see actual endpoint, then you can implement. You can just delete it, right click it, go to again a hex bar. There you can use accesses attack. So there you can go with basic script alert. You can go with the image redirection, click on it, it will automatically add. And then you can try to send it. So you will get any kind of pop-up or something like that. That means it's a possible access is available. So if you even don't know the full query, still, you can use this thing. So here you can see we have to manipulate because it is not taken as a proper input value. So we need to modify this thing like something like that. Okay, so that's how the burp suite is used in advanced level. Of course, lots of things we had to do testing. So till here, any question query? Let me check. A crack version, I will. Lots of people have sent in the group. You can check it. I will share that also. You can use that. Any other question we have? So can you tell how SQL map will help us? Yeah, SQL map is helping same thing. SQL map is now we don't require at that time because SQL map is used for the automation technique. But with the help of Hackbar, same kind of thing you can do in a manual approach. Here you can see Hackbar, we have all these options. SQL injection. So there also you can create your own table content and perform error pass that thing. Or if you found the extension, you can use SQL map as an individual. The main motive of SQL map is to dump the database. That we cannot do with the help of burp suite because burp suite is not helping us to dump the database. It only used to find the vulnerability and showcase the output. Because you can see this, all the output is not seeing on the web portal. We are just using this as a mediator, like medium part. So whatever the activity will do, it will not directly detected by the firewall or the endpoint of the website security. So we are in safe hand and we can use this thing in approachable way. Okay, that's the thing we can do it. Okay. So that's how we can perform this kind of testing with the help of burp suite, and lots of options are available. So you have to go through to the option called extender. There you will get BApp store. So some of the extension you can see it's a pro extensions. Okay. So that if you are not using, not an issue. Even in free option we have burp. The Hackbar is a free one. JWT token also you can see we have, I think, JWP editor here. So it's also free available. You can install and manipulate to work on it. So you have to take time to invest and check one by one all the these extensions, that how it is working, what are the examples are available, and then you can able to, of course, provide the part. Even we have POC is also available. You can use this particular POC to generate the whole report part also easily. We don't have to write even. So you can install it. And I think it is installed where it is called POC, bug POC. It is not showing here, I think. Decoder and that thing. Let's go to the repeater. In the extension, it is showing, yeah, here. So send to bug POC. So when we go to bug POC, it will create a one test report. And I think there you will get some data. Let me go to the burp suite proxy. Let me just forward this all the steps. Okay, after forwarding, you can see it's a kind of POC will come here. So I think we have to create a test part, and after test, you can get the option like view POC here. Okay, I got the again forward it. Like something like if you provide the password something, we don't have username password, I think. Okay, I think it's a beta version, so we need to see that how it is working. So you can create your own custom POC, or you can use the online automate POC part also. That's up to you. But I will say that you can go with the manual POC part because it's easy and easy to explain to the, wherever we are, submitting the site and that part. So that will help you to create that particular, options. So these are the options are available in terms of the Bubsuit. Now it's your time to dig more into the Bubsuit tool to explore and learn. Maybe you can take some live website for testing, or before if you want to go with some already vulnerable website to test, and then you can jump in so that you can do little bit practice, and of course it will give some result at a certain time. Okay. So any question or query is there in this part? Let me know. Anyone have any question, query about? Or I will just search with some, if you go to search with, automation bug web testing tool list. No, this is for different approach. Well, it's a part of bug testing tool. Just a second. I think these are the different tools we have. Bug. Let me just go with the bug bounty testing tool list. So you will get this are the different recons tools are available in part, and this is the list is available that you can use it. So bug bounty, you can see these are the different approach you can use it. See, this is a mind map is provided by the Bubsuit. Like manually, you can select the proxy repeater we use to check the output. Automated, you can do the scanner and content discovery that I showcase. That with the help of content discovery, we can find all the possible URLs. And there you can see, I think it's a full list is available for all the vulnerabilities, like something like that. Let me just there you can see like port scanning, content discovery, exploitation. We have different list are available, some miscellaneous. So all the list is available here. You can see all the tools now. Sublister, AMRs, find domain, chaos client is there. Like depend on like how you want to learn. So take one tool at one place. Like if you want to do enumeration, you can use DNS enum. Sublister is there. Directory listing, you can go with GoBuster or fuzzing tool. Okay, like we have multiple, so you can go, even you can see import scanning, we have Nmap. Alternative, you can have Nabu, Rust scan, depending on tools feasibility and how much the data output it will give. You can give even content discovery. You can see we have GoBuster, we have seen Deer search, we have Deerbuster, we have done a little bit examples, but we have FileBuster, Hawk crawler is there, links finder is there. So you can have multiple tools options are available. So that depends like which tool you want to use. Of course, whenever you use any new tool, you have to invest time. Approach. Okay. So that thing, try to perform one by one. I don't say that every tool you can start learning today. Okay. Yeah, I think nobody has any other question. So yeah, you can follow this thing. And of course, this is how the full list is available. But I request that start with one bug, expertise on that one bug. Even you can see for SQL injection, we have SQL map, no SQL map, SQLi scanner is available that you can use it, you can install or you can enable with the Bubsuit extender. SleuthQL is also there that you can use it. SQL Hunter is there. Wayback, you can see multiple tools are available. Bob to SQL map. So it's a Bubsuit extension, you can use it. Accesses, the good one is Accesses Strike is very good one. Then Accesses Hunter is a good one tool that you can use it. Xpeer is also available. It's a PowerShell, so you can even integrate with the Windows platform. DOM-based, you can use this one. And DOM scanner is available for the DOM-based accesses to perform. And we have lots of, but I didn't have used all the stuffs. The one which I use, I have told you that these are the good one to use to find bugs. I don't use accesses flat, not yet use. This is also I don't have. Yeah, this is extension you have. You can try this one also. Swagger is also one says, but I didn't have use it. So you have to use the older version for the vulnerability. Injection, we have access exploiter, we can use it, or accesses injector. Access RF, you can go with this one. I didn't have used Meta or this one. So lots of tools are available as a collection. So we need to go through with one by one. For password, you can see Hydra we have used. Brutex I didn't have used. So we need to see that how these tools are working. Okay, remember that whenever you're using some new tool, you have to find the dependencies, like it is working properly or not. So before installing or working, you have to check the output and some examples. Then you can follow, because this is all tools are developed maybe in Python, Go language, JavaScript language, PowerShell language, script. So different developers have created their own automation techniques to use. So options are, you can see WP scan for WordPress. We have CMS map is available for open source detecting. Joomla is a one again a one CMS platform, so you can use Zoom scan. Free web application vulnerability, you can go with PyFE scan is available. Jailability token, you can go with jailability tool is available, and more is there. So I don't restrict to you to scan with one tool, but of course we have multiple tools, so you got confused like which tool we need to use and which not. Take one category, one tool, expertise on that, and try to find bug with that part. If we didn't found, then you can move to another tool. That will be my suggestion before going into the manual approach part. Okay, and rest you can get it maximum things from only from Bob Suit. So I recommend that more practice on Bob Suit, you will get more things. You can see the maximum percentage of hackers are using 89%. They are, you go with the bug. They can integrate multiple things. So it's easy to work on one tool with multiple features are available. Okay. So that's some tips is available that you can go through it. Okay. Apart from that, anybody have any other question, query? Let me know. Anyone have? No one? Okay. So I think you all have to do practice. It's the main first point is that. Okay. So try to do perform the attacks and that things. Any question queries there? So we have time. You can ask. This is all for today. We have the things to do. Okay. So you have a full weekday time. On Thursday, we have the doubt class. So before that, you can do some practice or try to check some extensions of Bob Suit and try to work on it. If it is work, good. If not, no problem. Take a doubt. We will discuss in the doubt session on every Thursday we have. So in that, I will cover more stuff or any things you want to learn in that part. So I will showcase that examples. Okay. So till you can do practice, do hacking. Any kind of question comes, be available. I will solve it. Okay. Okay. So thanks for everybody. We'll close this session today. We'll connect then in the next session. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for the time. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye-bye.